Planet Velvet wants to hear from you. That's right, you. You've got questions? I've got answers, I think. So please, send all wrestling-related questions along with social media handles to this email address, ceo@planetvelvet.net. One selected question will be read every week on Planet Velvet. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Planet Velvet. I, of course, am Velvet, here to give you the 411 on pro wrestling, in my opinion. So, I've been asking you guys to send me questions to my email address, and I got my first question from a good friend of mine by the name of Shades McGee. I've been knowing Shades for years. And Shades' question to me was very simple. Which team do I think is better? Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson, or Ron Simmons and Butch Reed? Well, the answer may surprise a lot of you people, but the reality is, my money goes to Ron Simmons and Butch Reed. And here's why. Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson are directly responsible for me becoming a professional wrestler. Alright? When I watched them win the tag team championships, I knew what I wanted to do. Now, it was a great moment as they defeated the Wild Samoans, become the first ever recognized world tag team champions in professional wrestling. But the moment was great, the reign not so much. Simply because if you read Tony Atlas's book, you'll see that there was a lot of infighting between he and Rocky. And not only that, long before I read the book, I personally can't remember any significant title defenses that they had. Yeah, they defeated the Wild Samoans, but to be real with you, the only thing I remember about that reign was the fact that they beat the Wild Samoans and they lost it to Adrian Adonis and Dick Murdoch after a 154-day reign. Alright? Ron Simmons and Butch Reed, much different story. Now, their tag team championship victory for the NWA tag team titles meant as much to people down south as Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson's victory meant to people up north about 7 or 8 years ago, whatever the difference was. But at the same time, they beat the Steiners at their peak for the tag team championships. And not only did they beat the Steiners, but they beat the Steiners, defended the titles against the Steiners and the Freebirds, and actually won a feud against against Ric Flair and Arn Anderson when the Horsemen were at their peak. Nearly 300 days as champions, and those guys actually lived up to the moniker of Doom. So I would put Doom at a higher place than I put Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson as a tag team. Alright? Still accepting questions. Thank you, Shades, for your question. And if you have a question, please be sure to send it to my email address, ceo@planetvelvet.net, or you can just send me a direct message on Facebook, and I'll be more than happy to answer your question. Just make sure you include your social media handles, because if you ask me a question, I want to give you credit for it. All right? I will see you guys soon. Please be sure to follow me on social media at Velvet478. Peace from the planet.